Do you ever come home after a long day at work and you sit, you put Netflix on and you think, I just need to be a little bit more disciplined, and that's how I can start training in the evening instead of watching Netflix? And I don't blame you, because every fitness guru on the internet is saying that if you really cared about your results, then you would swap Netflix for training. You would be disciplined and just turn the Netflix off and head to the gym, because that's what you need to see results, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you are already a disciplined woman. I know this because you're showing up for your long day at work. You wake up and do the long commute. You put in so much of yourself into your day. So by the end of the day, it's not that you're struggling with discipline, it's how you're managing and optimizing your energy throughout the day. And that's what's going to make the biggest difference for you to show up seamlessly in the evenings for your training sessions to see fat loss results when you optimize your energy. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. And by the end of this video, you will leave knowing exactly what you need to optimize in your routine, rather than coming home and needing to add on extra routines, extra discipline, extra steps to see results, because you've already got it within you to see that already. And I want to show you this with a Coke bottle. I want you to imagine that the Coke inside of this bottle is your energy, and this is the energy that you start with in the morning. And you're a high achieving woman, so you're working hard, you're making decisions all day, you're leading teams, you're sending emails, whatever you're doing, you're putting in that work. And every time you are making a decision, every time you're showing up to work, this is what's happening. A little bit of a shake. Make another decision, another shake of your energy. And then your boss is asking where that deadline is. Another shake. You finish work and your friend wants to talk to you. And then your mom's asking you to pick up the shopping. So every single day, your energy is being shaken. Your energy is being shaken every time you make a decision, every time there's an expectation, every time you hit a deadline. And you all know what's going to happen when I open this bottle. I'm not going to do it, but what's going to happen is by the end of the day, when you finish that long day at work, this Coke bottle is going to overflow, just like your energy. So when you come home, you're sitting to watch Netflix, that is in a completely different bracket to training, because your energy is now overflowed. You're tired. And guess what? Once it's overflown, there's nothing left in the bottle because it's all gone everywhere. The same way, your energy throughout the day has gone everywhere but to yourself. So when it comes to train, it's not that you're not disciplined enough. It's not that you don't have enough time. It's because you've used and drained all of your energy. And here's how to optimize it. Now, I want to introduce you to Sarah and Sasha. Both of these women work at the same job, and both of these women have the same goal of losing fat across the month. But Sarah, number one, she wakes up 5 minutes before she's due to start work. So she's rushing out the house. She's feeling overwhelmed before she's even started her day. And the first thing she does is grab a coffee on the way to the office. And when it comes to a lunch break, she's eating her lunch while catching up on emails. And then when she comes home, she grabs a takeaway. And Sasha, on the other side, she wakes up a little bit earlier. She's giving herself a little bit more time in the morning to prepare. She's waking up 20 minutes earlier. She grabs her quick pre-prepped high protein breakfast that it took 5 minutes to make in the evening. She takes her lunch break and she's present. She eats her lunch away from her desk. She finishes work on time and sets boundaries with her colleagues, sets boundaries with her office manager to tell them exactly what task she's doing and how she is going to be finishing at that specific time, and leaves at that time. And now, after 4 weeks, Sarah, she's stressed, she's exhausted, and she's still the same weight. But Sasha, because she's been protecting her energy, she was being a little bit more selfish with her time. She's down 2 kilograms. She feels more consistent because when she finishes the day, she has got more mental space to be able to put in that time in the physical realm to be able to train and make that seamless swap for Netflix. She's protected her energy more, so she's able to continue the consistency with her training. She feels more in control and intentional with her journey, and she's down 2 kg. And the difference between both of these women wasn't time. They both had the same amount of time, but the difference was how they used their energy. Now you're probably thinking, but I can just be disciplined. Sarah could just be disciplined. And you know what? She can be. But if she is running off discipline, which means waking up super early and crashing through the day, making all these high level decisions, and then going to the gym off the back of very low energy and just using discipline, she is going to crash and burn very quickly, unfortunately, and her consistency will not be there. And what that means is that she might go to the gym once when she's feeling quite disciplined and she feels like using that part of her. But Sasha, on the other hand, because she was intentional and controlled and protected her energy throughout the day, she's able to go to the gym and train and feel more consistent in her journey. Because discipline without protecting your energy doesn't last. And this is why you need energy systems in place to be able to continuously build that. Now, let me show you something. So at the top here, we have energy. So both of those women and you watching this video, you want the fat loss, right? But we all know that fat loss comes from consistency. And consistency can only come from you taking consistent action. And action can only feel easier when you've got the energy to do so. So, if you can see here, the main common denominator between you, your fat loss results, is the energy. It's not discipline, it's not time, it's energy. So right now, I want you to look at your day. I want you to look at where you can clear, protect, and direct your energy into yourself a little bit more selfishly. And as you could see from Sarah and Sasha, there's not a massive difference between how they're showing up and what their day looks like, but it's the small things that really makes a big difference in terms of the results that they see. Going back to clear, protect, and direct, can you clear your lunch break like Sasha to really be present and enjoy your lunch away from the office? Can you protect your mental health by setting boundaries to your colleagues to tell them that you're focusing on a project, so you don't want to talk right now? Can you set boundaries with your boss to be able to tell them that you are finishing at this time and then you are going home? And can you see when you do these things, it becomes easier to direct that energy back onto yourself. And then when you're protecting that energy throughout the day in those small pockets, it becomes easier to show up for yourself in the evenings. It becomes easier to turn Netflix off and think, you know what? I've got energy to train. I'm so excited for my gym session. And then guess what happens? When you finish the day and you've protected your energy, it all stays in here. There's no continuous shaking of the bottle. You've got all of this to be able to finish the day. Open the bottle without it flowing anywhere. And you've got all of this just for yourself. All of this energy to spill back onto you.